What's up, degenerates? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and it looks like 90% of the preliminary vote participants are against Do Kwon's proposal to fork Luna. So, of course, yesterday, Do Kwon put out a proposal saying, hey, this is what we want to do with the project moving forward. And the community so far has not responded well to his idea. And CZ, the CEO of Binance, said the same thing. We want you to focus on Luna right now. Focus on burns. Focus on getting that supply down. Don't make another Luna project, right? He wants to call this Luna Classic while forking out Luna and making another project, right? And his plans are to do some sort of snapshot from before the price started tanking, right? Before everyone started losing their money, and then eventually pay those people back, right? They're not going to be able to cash out their tokens right away. A bunch of complicated stuff, but he wants to eventually get those people back their money, kind of like an IOU. But here's the thing. You can do things right now for 99% of the holders who lost money on UST. You don't need to fork Luna. What you can do right now is just focus on this project. You're going to have to get rid of UST. No one's going to trust that stable coin ever again. If it ever gets back to $1, right, in magical fairy tale land somehow, if it ever gets back to $1, I just don't think people are going to trust it going forward. I just don't see that happening, in my opinion. But who knows? I just don't see it. So get rid of UST, get it out of the ecosystem, because Terra is more than just UST. Although that was one of the biggest things about the project, of course, they have the Terra chain and they have an ecosystem. So do this. Refund all of the people, 99% of the people, right? Not the whales, but the small holders, because right now, Luna has enough reserves to do that. They can refund 99% of the people who lost their money in UST and focus on burning the supply of Luna. Why? Because a lot of people aped into this thing, baby, and the supply is way too high right now. It's around 7 trillion right now with Luna. It's just too many. This thing cannot pump if the supply is high like that. So in my opinion, I think that, tomorrow the community is probably going to vote against making a new token. No one wants this. No one wants this. People want you to focus on this product. So right now, I have 2.3 million Luna right now. So if the thing ever gets to 1 cent or $1, 1 cent's possible, right? $1 is kind of it's far-fetched, right? 10 cents, we need to burn a lot of the supply and we need volume and time. There needs to be some sort of burn mechanic that, makes it so every transaction is burned like a lot, like heavily, right? Every transaction, has like a 3%, 4%, 5% burn, whatever, right? So when we get that volume, because Luna has volume, the volume's there. It's just getting rid of supply. There's too much out there. So I think if Do Kwon decides to focus on Luna as it is right now, focus on fixing the project so that this thing can pump, get to $1, have these crazy burns like everyone wants, then that would be bullish news for Luna and this thing could go crazy. I don't think it's going to be bullish news if he decides to just ignore the community and do a fork, right? Worst case scenario, he just scraps the project all and says, whatever, I'm not doing Luna anymore, I'm done. But he said yesterday that he is dedicated to making this project work. And I think the best thing to do, and experts out there agree, is just to focus on this project as it is. Forget about the stablecoin. Who cares? Focus on getting Luna to the moon, because a lot of people bought in at this cheap price. And this is what this is creating, right? It's creating some hopium. How often do you get a token where you can buy millions of shares for like on the cheap, right? You can buy millions of shares for on the cheap, and it's available on almost every exchange. That's not possible with a lot of the cryptocurrencies out there. Usually to get a small cap token like this, you need to get it somewhere on DeFi, on a DEX, right? You can get this on a centralized exchange. So this is good for Luna because they're going to get more users, but they need to focus. They need to focus on making this project better. Stop focusing on other projects, just my opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think of this entire situation, and how much do you have invested in Luna? Look, nothing is impossible, but to get to $1 right now, to get to 1 cent, is going to be very, very hard unless some kind of burn is done. We need a lot of crazy momentum, and we need the leader of this project to sit back and focus on the project that it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.